So you can choose what serves you. Maybe you're seated in a hero's pose, maybe you're seated in lotus. Let's bring our hands to heart center, bringing our awareness into this moment, into this present breath that we're experiencing. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Okay. Maybe you take this opportunity to set an intention for your practice today. Whatever is on your heart, call it forward. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Inhale to lift both hands up high, gazing upwards at your thumbs. Feel your crown lift. Feel your sit bones root. Let's exhale the hands to the floor. Bring the chin to the chest. So the hands fall away from one another towards the floor and the chin is in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Inhale, look up, reach up. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Allow the hands to fall back to the earth. Chin in towards the chest. A few more times just like this on your breath. Moving in a way that feels true to you. Continue to sit up nice and tall. Extend the heart forward. Relax the shoulders down the back as you reach up and look up. Let's all take one more round, raising the hands overhead. And then exhaling the hands back to the earth. Feel the chin in towards the chest. We'll all meet with the hands overhead. Let's bring the hands down through heart center. And we're gonna walk ourselves out into a forward fold here. So fold over your legs. Take a moment here to release any tension that might be lingering in the low back. Maybe you rock yourself gently from left to right. Let's slowly walk the hands towards the knees. Let's bring hands back to heart center. On your next inhale, lift both hands up high. We're gonna open the hands, activating the space overhead. Deep breath in. And let's exhale the left hand to the right knee. Right hand floats behind you as a second spine, leading with your heart. Turn to the right, looking over the right shoulder for a twist. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. Let's inhale, reach up back to center, look up, activating the space overhead. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, right hand comes down to the left knee. Left hand floats behind you for a twist, leading with your heart. Look over your left shoulder. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Let's inhale, reach both hands up back to center. We're gonna take it one more time on both sides. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand floats behind you, second spine. Lead with your heart, twist to look over your left shoulder, maybe a bit deeper this time. Maybe you find fuller breaths here. Inhale, reach up, back to center. And exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand floats behind you as a second spine. Feel that connection of the right hand to the left knee. Use it to turn yourself more to the left. Lead with your heart. Look over your left shoulder. Big breath in. Big exhale out. Inhale, lift back to center. We're going to reach up. And let's exhale to fold forward. Reach both hands as far forward as you can and just come back towards the earth here. 3 breaths. Last breath, deep breath in here. And exhale. Slowly begin to walk the hands towards the knees. And we're going to turn to, or I will at least, turn towards the short side of my mat. Roll over my folded legs, making my way into an all fours posture. So in your all fours posture, take a moment to spread the fingers nice and wide. Feel the hips over the knees. Are the shoulders over the wrists? Let's move through flexion and extension in our cow and cat. So extend the heart towards the earth, release the belly open, the hips tip the chin. Tuck through the toes, tuck the pelvis towards the base of the rib cage, arch through the middle back. We'll be here for 5 breaths, so let's explore these movements. We're warming things up. We want to bind, we want to balance, but the way we get there is through proper lubrication, through that intention that we set at the beginning. Let's all come to a place of stillness, and we're going to sit back slightly towards our hips. Bring the hands in just a bit closer, and let's move back and forth. So the shoulders are in front of the wrists here, and then we'll send the hips back towards the heels. Shoulders in front of the wrists, hips towards the heels. One more time, press forward, and then press back. Let's turn the fingers to face out slightly, and then do the same 3 times here. Press forward and back, press forward and back, and forward once more and back. This time we're going to take it quite deep, so be mindful here. We're going to find the heels of the palms down, fingers facing the knees, and we're going to move back and forth. Send the shoulders in front of the wrists. Send the hips towards the heels. If the heels of the hands lift, that's okay. We're just warming up our wrists. One more time, press forward. We're going to sit the hips all the way back towards the heels. Spread the knees wide. Let's take a child's pose here. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. Let's raise the gaze forward in between the hands, and we're going to exhale the heart into the space. Tops of the feet are down, the pelvic bones are down. With the hands connected to the floor, raise the head, neck, and shoulders for Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet. And maybe when you don't think you have any more room to rise any further, you lift the hands a bit higher. Exhale, come down. We're going to straighten the arms. Find Urdhva Mukta Svanasana, upward facing dog. And when you're ready, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet from left to right. And with the right leg, let's move the knee towards the ceiling, opening the hip here, twisting from the hips. Flex through the right foot, feel the heel in towards the left glute. Re-extend the right leg, and let's place the right foot down, pedal through the feet left and right. We're going to turn the left knee towards the ceiling, flex through the foot. So we're twisting from the hips, not from the shoulders. Be mindful here, everyone. It's easy to move from the wrong place, but remembering that intention as you release the left foot back down to the earth. We're going to bend the knees, look forward, travel to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root into the feet, bend into the knees, chin in towards the chest. Let's slowly rise up to stand. All right, everybody. So let's go into Surya Namaskar B. We're gonna really get warmed up here. So let's gather the hands at heart center. Take our intentions overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the pelvis forward, give yourself that back bend as the heels root here. Bending into both knees, sitting the hips low. We're finding our way into chair pose. So maybe the heels are zipped together. Maybe the feet are shoulders width distance apart. I always choose shoulders width because it gives me more stability. And I can really trust my knees as I bend even deeper. Tuck the pelvic bones towards the base of your rib cage so the spine is nice and long, and those arms are framing your face. If your brows are furrowed, unfurrow them. Smile at yourself. You've got this. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Bring both hands down to the floor. Straighten the legs. Let's rise. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant the hands. Step the right foot back, left foot back. We'll take a chaturanga here. So maybe you're on your knees, maybe you're in one piece. Bend through the elbows. And then find your back bend. Maybe that's Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukta Svanasana, upward facing dog. We'll keep the toes tucked as we press the hips up and back. Untuck the toes at the top. Pedal the feet from left to right. Here we go. Adding in our warriors. So the right leg steps high behind you and forward in between the hands. We'll pivot the left heel to the floor. Notice where your stability comes in as you sweep the hands back, forward and up. Rise into warrior one. Beautiful, Daryl. You got this. We're reaching both hands up high. Shoulders over the waist. Can you bend into your right knee a bit more? Trusting the blade edge of the left foot to keep you stable. Let's exhale, both hands down. We'll lift the left heel, send the right leg up and back. Option, you can take a three-legged flow here, hold in down dog. Or a good old chaturanga will meet in our downward facing dog. To progress to the left side, the left leg steps high behind you and then forward in between the hands. We'll pivot the right heel to the floor, sweep the hands back, forward and up. Warrior one. Deep breath in. So take a moment to notice where every part of yourself is. The shoulders are over the waist, really trusting that blade edge of the right foot, toes at a 45-degree angle, strong bend in the left knee. Let's reach both hands forward, down. We'll plant the hands, raise the right heel, step the left foot back. Optional, you can take a three-legged flow, a chaturanga, or hold in downward facing dog. When you're ready, press the hips up and back from your back bend, and let's meet in down dog. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. If it serves you, you can take a break, finding both knees wide, resting into a child's pose. But if you're in that down dog, find your heels stacked over your toes. There's a deep bend in the knees, and the glutes are continuing to press back, finding more length in the spine. Relax the head. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. 3 more breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. We're going to bend through both knees. Let's gaze forward to the top of the mat. Travel your way by hopping or stepping. Let's inhale to rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Here we go, everyone. Find that stance. Maybe the feet are zipped together or shoulders with distance apart. Bending into both knees, sit the hips low. Here we are. Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. What else can we call this? Ouch. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Remember to tuck the pelvis towards the base of the rib cage. You can find more length in your spine here. You've got this. Maybe you sit the hips a little lower. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Let's rise up to stand, straightening the legs. Feel the hands fall to your side. Here we are, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feeling like the pinnacle. So strong. Gather the hands at heart center. Let's inhale to lift our intentions upward, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the pelvis forward, feel the back bend. And let's exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. So if you have blocks handy, bring one block directly in front of the face. Place the left hand with the fingers facing up on the block, and you'll bend into the left leg. Find the right leg straight. Reach the right hand up for a twist. So maybe you're looking towards your right thumbs. Maybe you're looking at the crease in your right arm. We're going to extend the right arm forward and down onto the block, and the gait in the leg switch. So right leg is bent, left leg is straight, left hand reaches up. Let's take a deep breath in here. Deep exhale out. Let's do this a few more times. So the left hand reaches forward and down, replacing the right on the block, and the right hand sweeps back and up. The gait in the leg switch. Can you twist a little deeper? Imagine that you're leaning against a wall here and that you're fully supported. Right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back and up, and the gait in the leg switch. 2 breaths here. Let's slowly exhale the left hand forward and down. Both hands stay down this time, and we're going to side the block off to the side. Bend into both knees so that the chest is connected to the tops of the quads. Feel the head hanging heavy in between the knees. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Slowly begin to straighten the legs. Let's inhale to rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll plant the hands. Option here to hop back or step back into your chaturanga. We'll take a flow, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, we're going to step the right leg high behind us, and let's draw the knee in towards the nose. And Daryl, if you need to, you can always come onto your knee and take it like this. Okay? So, everyone, from our down dog, let's explore some ab work. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the nose. Re-extend. Right knee towards the right tricep. And Daryl, yes, that works for you. You'll just turn the knee out towards the side a bit more. Re-extend. And then we're going to draw right knee in towards the left tricep. Daryl, you can take it towards the nose once more. Re-extend. All right, this time we're going to bring the right knee towards the nose, and we're going to step the right foot through, place the left knee down. We're coming into Anjaneyasana, our crescent pose. Raise both hands up high. Option here, you can take a cactus shape in the arms, finding a deeper expression in your back bend. Let's breathe here. Slowly allow the hands to come to heart center. And let's take a twist. So we're gonna bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Really press the right knee away from center. In this posture, we have a tendency to relax here. So really press the knee away, press the elbow into the knee, the hands into one another. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's inhale, reach both hands up high. Exhale the hands down to the earth. We're gonna tuck through the left toes, lift the left knee, right hand reaches up for the twist. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. All right, everyone, so stay with me. Find this in your way. We're gonna bring the right hand down to the left side, and we're transitioning to a wide-legged forward fold to the left side of our mat. Plant both hands, inhale, rise, halfway lift. Bend through the elbows, gaze through your thighs. Traveling to the back of the mat. Left foot's forward, right foot's back. Let's keep the right hand down. Raise the left hand for a twist. Exhale your left hand down to the right side of the mat. You're making that transition back to your wide-legged forward fold. Plant the hands, inhale, rise, halfway lift. Bend through the elbows, gaze through the thighs. We're traveling to the front of the mat. And from here, let's step the left foot in, shortening our stance. We're gonna find straight legs if you have those blocks. Maybe they're framing the right foot. We're gonna bring the hands to our waist with lengthen the spine, rise up to stand. Find an interlacing of the hands behind the back. Open the heart, tip your gaze towards the ceiling. Here's a little challenge. First balance here, finding the right heel to the floor, lifting the right toes. Can you tip your chin even higher? Stabilizing through your core. You'll come down to plant the right foot, hinge at the hips, keeping this interlacing of the hands. Let's bow over the right leg. So we're not on a balance beam here, everyone. Our feet are riding rails. If you think of a roller coaster with its two set of rails, the wheels follow that. So you are the coaster car. Slowly release your hands towards the small of your back, and with length in your spine, you're gonna rise up to stand. Here we go, another balance challenge. Let's bend into the right knee and draw the left knee in towards the chest. Maybe flex through the foot. Slowly extend the left foot to the floor. Let's gather hands at heart center, and we're prepared for the other side. Inhale, lift your intentions from your heart towards the sky. Press the pelvis forward. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Option to travel there your way. You can hop back, step back, take your chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Taking a moment to pedal the feet from left to right. So Daryl, again, maybe you're on your knees here taking it this way, or you're in the down dog. At any rate, here we all go together. Lift your left leg high behind you. Let's tap into that core strength, playing with our cheetah pose. So draw the left knee in towards the nose. curling underneath the body. Re-extend. Left knee, left tricep. Re-extend. Left knee, right tricep, or left knee to the nose. Re-extend. And we're gonna place the left knee or left foot in between the hands. Release the right knee to the floor. Top of the right foot comes down. Sweep both hands back, forward and up. Anjaneyasana, crescent pose. We've been here before. Maybe you take a moment to adjust. Sit back so that the hips are stacked over the knees. And then begin to tuck your pelvis towards the base of the rib cage and then press yourself forward. Maybe you're finding a deeper shape here. Cactus through the arms. And we'll bring hands to heart center, preparing ourselves for that twist. Bringing your intention back. Let's take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Now, if your left knee is falling to center, press it away from the body. Press the elbows into the knees, the hands into one another. Maybe you're able to look over the left shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's inhale to reach both hands up high. Staying balanced. Exhale, both hands down. So we're going to tuck through the right toes, lift the right knee. Right hand stays connected to the earth for a spinal twist here. Left hand reaches up. All right, everyone, we're traveling from the front to the back. So left hand comes down. I'm going to take a pit stop here on the right side in our wide-legged forward fold. Press both hands, straighten the arms, lengthen the spine. Bend through the elbows, gaze through the thighs. Traveling to the back of the mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. The left hand stays down and the right hand reaches up for the spinal twist. Right hand floats forward and down. Traveling back to this wide-legged forward fold. Plant the hands, straighten the arms, find length in the spine, reach in your crown. Bend through the elbows, gaze through the thighs. All right, so traveling back to the front, we're gonna step the right leg in just a tad so that we can find straight legs here. So we're not on a balance beam, we're riding the rails here. Find your hands at your waist, lengthen your spine, rise up to stand. Here we go, tapping into more of that core balance. Our balance comes from here, from the center, and radiates outward. So we're gonna find the interlacing of the hands behind the back. Find your left heel, left toes lifted, take your chin towards the ceiling. Stabilizing through the core, you'll plant the left foot, hinge at the hips, and come to bow over your left leg. So what happens here is there's a tendency for the left hip to want to reach forward. Send the left hip back, draw the right hip forward, really squaring your hips here, perhaps even deepening your stretch. Slowly exhale the hands to the small of your back, and with lengthen the spine, rise up to stand. Okay, find a bend in your left leg. And you're gonna come to balance here, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe we're flexing the foot. A few breaths here. So very similarly to our cheetah when we were on the floor, we're pressing away, but we're also drawing the knee in towards center. This is a little different, but it's still very similar. Release the right foot down to the floor. Let's gather the hands at heart center. Inhale, lift our intentions upward, or Vastasana. Press the pelvis forward, give yourself that back bend. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Plant the hands. Hop back, step back into your chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. from this down dog. The right leg steps high behind you and forward in between the hands. We'll pivot the left heel to the floor, sweep the hands back, forward and up. Here we are, warrior one. We've been here before. Let's reach the right hand forward, left hand back, warrior two. Check in, look back. Make sure your arms are in one line. Maybe you press palms away to find more space across the heart. Let's bend the right elbow towards the right knee. Take the left arm overhead. Extended side angle. And let's return to our warrior two. From this warrior two, we're going to pivot the right hand down to the floor on the inside of the right leg. So maybe you stay here, but we're going towards our first bind. We're going to try out the bind here. So maybe the right arm bends back and the left arm finds a connection with the right hand, and we're holding here for 3 breaths. Slowly begin to release your right hand to the inside of the right foot. Left hand reaches up. Let's return to our warrior two. And from warrior two, we'll cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Left heel lifts. Send the right leg up and back. Let's take a flow here. So maybe you take 3-legged chaturanga, or flow your way, or hold in down dog. We'll tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Here we are again together in our downward facing dog. Let's pedal the feet from left to right. And when you're ready, the left leg steps high behind you and forward in between the hands. We'll pivot the right heel to the floor. Sweep the hands back, forward and up. Here we go. Warrior one. Deep breath in, deep exhale out. So the hips are facing forward in warrior one. Keep the legs the same. Turn the hips to the wide side. Reach both arms. So left hand forward, right hand back. Check your right hand. Make sure it's in line with your shoulder. Okay, let's find that left elbow to the left knee. Right hand reaches overhead. And then we're going to return to our warrior two. From this warrior two, left hand reaches down to the inside of the left foot, and the right hand reaches up. Choosing what we need. Maybe we're using a block to bring the floor closer. Can hold here or explore your bind. So with the left hand, you'll reach to the outside of the left hip through the thigh and then bring it around. So we're still twisting, we're breathing here, holding here for 3 breaths. Slowly unravel. Maybe the left hand comes down, right hand reaches up once more. And we're going to return through our warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Pivot onto the heel. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Send the left leg up and back. Option for 3-legged flow. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. This time we're going to take it all the way, exploring birds of paradise or taking a deeper hold in our bind. So when you're ready, the right leg steps high behind you and forward in between the hands. We'll pivot the left heel to the floor. Let's sweep the hands back, forward and up, warrior one. Right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back, warrior two. We're going to bring the right elbow to the right knee, left hand reaches overhead, extended side. Let's find our way into the bind from here. So, with your right arm reaching from the inside around to the outside, you'll find the left hand. And everyone, this is where we're taking a different angle. So if you want to join four birds of paradise, holding onto your bind, you're going to bend into the left foot, step left foot forward to join the right at the top of the mat. Continuing to hold here, finding a firm connection with your hands. When you're ready, slowly press yourself up to a standing posture. Still with that connection. Whoa, very slippery here today, everybody. All right, so for me, for the longest time, birds of paradise just looked like this. That's all it was, just holding, reaching through. So if I turn that way, does that make more sense? Hands around myself. And then you would flex through the foot and press. When you're ready, slowly come down. So Daryl, does that make sense? Do you see how my hands are? One's through, one's in the back. Let's step back to our starting position and rise up through warrior two. From warrior two, let's cartwheel the hands to the floor. Left heel lifts, right leg floats up and back. Option for three-legged flow. So as we tuck our toes, send the hips up and back, let's prepare ourselves thinking about what truly serves us, where we can explore. If holding in the bind with the legs still wide feels good, take that. Do what serves you here. When you're ready, step the left leg high behind you, and we'll place the left foot in between the hands, pivot the right heel, sweep both hands back, forward and up, warrior one. Warrior two, left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches back. We'll bring the left elbow to the left knee, right hand reaches overhead. Breathing here in this extended side or taking the bind. So the left hand reaches through the thighs and the right hand reaches behind the back. So this is our bind here. Maybe we're holding, staying connected to the breath, similar to our twist in the opening. You can look over your right shoulder. If you're joining me for Birds of Paradise, you'll bend into your right knee. When you're ready, the right foot steps forward to join the left at the top of the mat. Holding tightly onto your grip, you'll begin to press, rising up to stand, testing out that balance. See if I can turn towards the camera. Okay. And then press, flex through the feet, straighten the leg. Gently come down. And we're going to travel back the way we came in. So the right foot steps back. Let's come up. Warrior two, everybody. Nice and strong. Press the hands away from center. Find that space across your heart again. Let's cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Lifting the right heel, send the left leg up and back. Option for a three-legged flow, the chaturanga. Let's all take a break here for a moment. Set the knees wide. apart and find a child's pose. 5 breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. One more deep breath. Really expand your belly. And on your exhale, shoulders relax. The third eye releases deeper in towards the mat. Let's all slowly rise up through all fours. When you're ready, we're going to begin to raise the right hand high for a twist. So we're in our all fours posture. The right hand is reaching up high, and we're going to thread the needle. So right hand reaches through this left side, right shoulder comes down, the crown extends towards the floor. Maybe your left arm reaches forward, so there's a nice long line from the shoulders to the tips of the fingers. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. Slowly return your left hand underneath the left shoulder. We're going to raise the right hand high, opening the heart. Exhale, right hand forward and down. And let's take it to the other side. So the left hand reaches up for a twist. And then we'll bring the left hand through the right side, threading the needle. Left shoulder comes down. Right hand reaches forward. Nice long line from the right shoulder to the fingertips. Deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale out. Let's slowly return the right hand underneath the right shoulder. We're going to press ourselves up. Rise up, reach up with the left hand, turning your heart to the left side of the space. Let's slowly exhale the left hand forward and down. Okay, everyone. We're going to tuck through the toes, straighten the legs, send the hips up and back, pedal the feet from left to right. Let's bend into our forward fold. We're walking the hands back towards the feet. Inhale to rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to slowly bend into both knees. Feel the chin in towards the chest. Rise up to stand. We're going to come to the wide side of our mat. And let's find the feet, shoulders width distance apart. So, earlier I said that we would be exploring our balancing and also Malasana Yoga squat towards our crow. And this is where we're going to go for it. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's inhale to lift our intentions from our heart towards the ceiling. Urdhva Hastasana. Press the pelvis forward. Give yourself that back bend. And let's exhale to swan dive over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Let's plant the hands and the feet are hips width distance apart. We're going to begin to bend the knees, sit the hips low, find your way into that yoga squat, Malasana. Seated nice and low, sit up nice and tall, open your heart. Let's take a twist here. Right hand down, left hand reaches up. Really spread your fingers nice and wide. Reach, reach, reach. Let's bring hands back to heart center. Take it on the other side. Left hand down, right hand reaches up. Really spreading those fingers nice and wide. Okay, let's bring hands to heart center. So everyone, this is the part where I've always realized how similar your Malasana squat is to crow. So we're literally drawing our navel into our spine here. Our knees are underneath our triceps. And if you reach your arms forward, this is crow. You are essentially here. But the tricky part comes when you have to balance. But I think the first part is just finding that ability to really squeeze yourself into the small ball here. So with the hands reaching forward, maybe you begin to reach the hands upward. And with the legs, let's press, rising up to stand. Reach up and back, give yourself that back bend. And let's exhale to swan dive over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So this is where we can play with our crow. Or you come back into the yoga squat. Maybe you bring your hands down, find the knees on the backs of the triceps, and then when you're ready, you find your balance. Here, lifting one foot and then the other, and pressing yourself up off of the floor, levitating, finding this levity here. Or maybe you're just in your squat, reaching the hands forward. Maybe you're seated on a block, still the same shape. Maybe you find your knees on the backs of your triceps, reach your hands forward. Maybe you explore bringing the hands down and just play with what it feels like to have your weight on your arms here. Maybe that play goes into a hop. And then suddenly you're up. Or maybe you're just exploring, moving through the hips, pressing yourself up, swan diving over the legs. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Plant the hands, sit the hips low. Malasana, here we are. Maybe the hands reach forward. Triceps on the front of the knees. Let's bring the hands down to the floor. Straighten the legs, send the hips high. Feet turn forward. Let's inhale to rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna bend into the knees. Feel the arms, the head, neck, and shoulders heavy as you rise up to stand. Let's lift the shoulders towards the ears. Send them back and down. Shoulders towards the ears. Back and down. One more time, shoulders towards the ears. And release. Let's inhale, reach both hands up. Press the pelvis forward. And bring hands down through heart center. Everyone, we're gonna come down to the floor and meet in our wide-legged fold. So maybe if it serves you, you bring blocks underneath the knees to ease this stretch. We're gonna take both hands overhead. Release the shoulders down the back, find length in your spine, sit up nice and tall. And then you're gonna reach forward, extending yourself. When you can't extend anymore, bring your hands down to the earth and feel your chin in toward your chest. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Let's slowly begin to walk the hands back towards the body. We'll rise up to an easy seat. Let's remove the blocks from under the knees. And we're gonna close the legs. So come back to the short side of your mat. Let's plant both feet so the knees are bent, and then gently relax down. We're going to take Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So maybe you draw the feet closer towards the glutes, still with the knees bent, hands are at your side. You can begin to tuck the pelvic bones towards the base of the rib cage, so much so that you begin to press and lift your hips off of the mat. Option here to insert a block under your low back, or hold by way of finding an interlacing of the hands coming onto the edges of the shoulders. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. And exhale. Inhale to release your interlacing or lift yourself off of the block, removing the block. Allow your hips to come back to the earth. We're going to draw both knees in towards the chest, giving ourselves a nice big squeeze. Gently rock from left to right here. Maybe you take the head towards the knees. Let's slowly relax and release the head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to extend the left leg long. Let's draw the right knee towards the right shoulder. And then take the right knee across the body for a supine twist. So we're taking our gaze to the right as our knee is to the left. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Let's slowly come back to center, bringing the gaze back to center. Both knees in towards the chest. Maybe you bring your head towards your knees. Give yourself that squeeze again. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders down. We're going to extend the right heel to the floor. Draw the left knee in towards the left shoulder. And then take the left knee across the body, supine twist. Your gaze is to the left as your knee is to the right. 3 breaths here. One more deep breath in. Deep clearing exhale. Let's slowly bring the gaze back to center. Both knees in towards the chest. Our last time to give ourselves that big squeeze. Releasing the head, neck, and shoulders. Let's tap into that core one more time. So we're extending the hands. We're extending both legs. Heels come to tap the floor. And then we're going to squeeze ourselves into a nice little ball. Head towards the knees. One more time. Extend everything. Fingertips reach back. Heels reach forward. And let's reach through the thighs for the outer edges of the feet, finding our happy baby. Last pose, everybody. Or second to last, because the last pose is always Shavasana. After all that movement, after all that binding and folding and balancing, we deserve a little rest. We deserve the opportunity to reconnect with what brought us here and feel present. Slowly releasing yourself, releasing the legs. Make your way into your Shavasana. Taking some time to just breathe and reconnect. Daryl, if this is where you leave me, I appreciate your presence. It's great to see you move. Thanks for joining. few more breaths here, everyone. Continue to root into your breath, bringing forward your intention. Gently take a deep breath in and a deep clearing exhale out. Let's inhale to lift both hands in front of the shoulders, reaching towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, allow the hands to fall back towards the earth overhead, fingertips stretching away from heels, breath moving through the entire length of the body. We'll find the soles of the feet connected to the earth again. And turning onto our right side, our sun side, in the fetal position, take a moment just to rest, to further root. When you're ready, slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat, and we can close our practice together here. So maybe you return to your Padmasana, your lotus pose, or your hero's pose. Let's bring hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and a deep clearing exhale out. It is such an honor for me to guide you in movement in this practice, always returning to the breath, always returning to that peace and stability that exists within us. Ashe, namaste. And until we meet again, take care.